President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reviews plans to upgrade Egypt's telecommunications networks. Egypt expresses strong concern over reported Israeli plans to displace Palestinians from Gaza. And Egypt dispatches its 16th aid convoy, Zaid al-Izza, to Gaza via Kerem Abu Salem crossing. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reviewed plans to upgrade Egypt's telecommunications networks. Presidential spokesperson Mohammed al-Shinawi said the president was briefed on measures to expand coverage and improve services quality nationwide. Discussions focused on enhancing efficiency and adopting modern technologies, with a special emphasis on 5G. Al-Sisi instructed officials to continue strengthening network capabilities to ensure citizens benefit from advanced, reliable telecom services. Egypt has voiced strong concerns over reported Israeli plans to displace Palestinians from Gaza. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry said Egypt's contacts with countries allegedly approached by Israel confirmed that they rejected such proposals. Cairo reiterated its absolute refusal of any attempt to force Palestinians from their historic land in Gaza or the West Bank, whether through violence, starvation, or the settlement expansion. The ministry stressed Egypt will not accept or participate in such a displacement, calling it a grave historical injustice and would amount to the liquidation of the Palestinian cause. Egypt has sent its 16th aid convoy Zaid al-Izza to the Gaza Strip through the Kerem Abu Salem crossing. The convoy carries hundreds of tons of food, flour, medical supplies, and other essentials to support residents suffering under the Israeli war. The Egyptian Red Crescent said the aid was carefully diversified to meet urgent needs, including baby milk, oil, sugar, and cheese. Cairo's continued convoys aim to ease the humanitarian crisis facing Gaza's population amid worsening living conditions. Egypt's armed forces have released a detailed account of the country's humanitarian operations for Gaza, highlighting the extensive aid delivered and the obstacles posed by Israeli restrictions since the closure of the Rafah crossing.
Egypt's armed forces have detailed the country's ongoing humanitarian effort for Gaza, underscoring the scale of assistance provided despite severe Israeli restrictions. According to the statement, El Arish Airport has so far received 1,022 aid flights, carrying more than 27,247 tons of relief supplies, while El Arish Port has handled 32 ships, delivering approximately 74,779 tons. These shipments are transferred by truck to Gaza, either via the Rafah crossing, when operational, or through Kerem Abu Salem, with all cargo subject to lengthy Israeli inspections lasting up to 24 hours. The military noted that Israel's control and destruction of the Palestinian side of Rafah since May 7th of 2024 has halted aid truck entries through the key crossing, forcing greater reliance on airdrops and Kerem Abu Salem. Despite these constraints, Egypt has managed to deliver over 70% of all aid entering Gaza to date. This includes more than 45,125 trucks carrying in excess of 500,000 tons of medical and food supplies, 368,000 tons from Egypt, and 132,000 from other nations, along with 209 ambulances, 81,380 tons of fuel, and 168 airdrops totaling 3,730 tons. More than 18,500 wounded Palestinians have also been treated in Egyptian hospitals. From July 27th to August 4th, 1,341 trucks entered Gaza through Qnews, while over 5,000 remain in Egypt awaiting access. In the same period, 25 airdrops delivered 24 tons of aid as Rafah stays closed. The armed forces reaffirmed Egypt's steadfast support for Gaza and the Palestinian cause, despite the challenges of delivering humanitarian relief under current conditions.
Egypt and Jordan have inaugurated a new submarine cable linking the two countries for the first time in over 25 years. The Coral Bridge cable stretches 15 kilometers across the Gulf of Aqaba, creating a direct digital link between Egypt and Jordan. Officials said the system uses advanced optical fibers capable of supporting growing demand and from artificial intelligence applications and data centers. The project also enhances international data flow, providing a seamless route for traffic between Asia, Africa, and Europe. General Abdelmajid Sakhr, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and the Minister of Defense, has witnessed the main phase of a specialized strategic exercise by the Military Intelligence Authority. The command post exercise forms part of the Armed Forces' broader combat training plan for its formation and departments. It aims to review operational plans in light of the current and emerging challenges. During the exercise, Major General Sharif Fikri, Director of the Military Intelligence Authority, underlined the General Command's commitment to strengthening the authority with the latest resources and advanced technological systems. Egypt's population has reached 108 million, according to the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics. The milestone was recorded on Saturday through CAPMAS's live population clock. Just 3 months ago, in November, the population stood at 107 million, marking an increase of 1 million in under 90 days. CAPMAS data highlights the rapid growth rate, which continues to pose significant economic and social challenges for the country. Minister of Local Development and Acting Minister of Environment Manal Awad reviewed the report on Egypt's participation in the 5th session of the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee on Plastic Pollution. The session focused on drafting a legally binding international instrument to address plastic pollution, including the marine environment. Awad emphasized the urgency of reaching a global agreement to combat the growing threat, which he warned disrupts ecological balance and poses severe risks to both public health and environmental sustainability. Minister of Higher Education Ayman Ashur held talks with Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi, Deputy Ruler of Sharjah and the President of the University of Sharjah, to boost academic and research cooperation. The meeting focused on strengthening collaboration between Egypt and Emirati universities in scientific research and academic exchange. Discussions also covered expanding student and faculty exchange programs and exploring ways to leverage the Egyptian Knowledge Bank as a key educational and research platform, enhance skills development in both countries. Suez Canal Chairman Admiral Osama Rabia honored Captain Wada Hafiz for setting a Guinness World Record in underwater diving. Rabia said Hafiz, a quadriplegic, remained underwater for more than 6 hours at a depth of 5 meters. The record-breaking dive took place under the supervision of a medical team at the international pool of the Suez Canal Authority in Ismailia. Hafiz was awarded the Suez Canal Shield in recognition of his achievement. Masalam International Airport is receiving 35 international flights on Saturday, mostly from Europe. The airport will handle 185 flights in total this week, starting Saturday until next Friday. Authorities said procedures for incoming tourists are being facilitated with security and precautionary measures in place before transferring them to their hotels at the Red Sea coast. According to flight schedules, today's arrivals include 15 flights from Poland, 7 from the Czech Republic, 5 from Italy, 2 each from Austria and Germany, and 1 flight each from Slovakia and the Netherlands, as well as Belgium. Mansoura University has secured the 3rd place among Egyptian universities and was listed in the Shanghai Global Ranking of Academic Subjects. The university, ranked in the 601 to 700 bracket globally, marked the 8th consecutive year it has been included among the world's top universities. University President Sharif Yusuf Khater said Mansoura has achieved notable progress across various international rankings in recent years. The Cabinet Media Center published infographics highlighting the Egyptian pound's best performance against the US dollar since the beginning of the year, amid international praise for exchange rate flexibility that boosted foreign currency inflows. The Cabinet Media Center released a series of infographics across its social platforms underscoring the pound records its strongest performance against the dollar since January. The improvement comes amid international recognition of flexibility and which supported foreign currency inflow among market stability. According to the infograph, the dollar's exchange rate dropped by 4.9%, reaching 48 pounds and 36 piasters on August 14, 2025, compared to 50 pounds 84 piasters on January 2nd. Bloomberg noted that the pound reached its highest level this year, supported by falling oil prices, rising exports, higher tourism revenues, and increased remittances from Egyptians abroad. Egypt will establish 4 new public free zones by the end of 2026 to expand industrial investment and boost exports, the General Authority for Investment and Free Zones announced. The decision was approved on August 11th by the Ministerial Group for Industrial Development, chaired by Industry and Transport Minister Kamil El-Wazir, after occupancy at Egypt's 9 existing free zones reached 95%. The new zones will be located in the 10th of Ramadan, New October, New Burj Al Arab, and New Alamein. CAFI CEO Hossam Heiba said production from the new zones will be directed exclusively to exports, supporting Egypt's target of $140 billion in annual exports by 2030. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin for this hour. Here's a quick recap of today's top stories. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi reviews plans to upgrade Egypt's telecommunications networks. Egypt expresses strong concern over reported Israeli plans to displace Palestinians from Gaza. Egypt dispatches its 16th aid convoy Zaid al-Azza to Gaza via Karm Abu Salim crossing. That's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments.